Liberia is a country in the process of rebuilding and redefining itself. The word Liberia means land of the free in Latin. This country sits on the west coast of Africa. It is about the size of the state of Ohio. In 1822, the American Colonization Society colonized Liberia. At that time, and in fact many times since in our history, the presence of blacks was a threat to the national well-being of the United States. And Reverend Robert Finley, who was seeking a solution to the rising racial tensions in the United States, founded the American Colonization Society in 1816. Reverend Finley believed that blacks would only be able to fulfill their full potential as human beings in Africa. Abolitionists agreed with Finley that freed slaves could not integrate into white America. Therefore, they transported approximately 12,000 former and born-free slaves to Liberia. These free African Americans went and took along the gospel of Jesus Christ. However, integrating African Americans into the African society was a troublesome task. Slavery began in 1619. So by 1822, 203 years had passed. Therefore, nearly 3 generations had been slaves and away from the African culture and climate. The African tribes were unwilling to accept these newcomers, and they were not equipped for survival. In Liberia, these settlers were called Americo-Liberians. They were given land and political power, while the indigenous Africans were marginalized. The consequence of this was extreme resentment from the indigenous people. Depending on who you talk to, Liberia has had 3 civil wars. And this resentment is the background drop and sometimes the cause of these wars. The first Civil War was from 1989 to 1996. This is the Liberia I entered. In 1993, with Reverend Frank Alexander, I traveled with him on a fact-finding mission. In 1994, we went to solidify our findings and orchestrate taking a team of pastors to minister in Liberia.
For that reason, we made all of these pictures to appear here. That whenever you go anywhere, the government people already have your pictures. We have made a contact for you to meet the government in power right now in Liberia. The schedule is here for you. You will meet them. You will talk with them, and then you will meet with those who are not going to be present when you meet the president. You'll meet the Ministry of Justice. We have Pastor Alexander and Pastor Johnson and Pastor Bryant to go to the Ministry of Justice to tell them why you're there, because they hold all the guns in the country. Then you go to the Ministry of Local Government, who control the interior part. You will speak to them. Then you go to the Ministry of Health. Then you go to the Ministry of Education. Then you go to the Ministry of Information, so that they will know before you get out of Monrovia. The reason is we don't want anyone to give wrong information to the people. Time. It is coming, not yet rainy season, but all of a sudden it can rain on you in Liberia, and if that 15 minutes to half-hour rain might be your total rainfall here in a year, because they have almost 200 inches of rainfall a year. And if you have just about 10 minutes, it might be what you have here.
This war claimed the lives of 200,000 Liberians and displaced 1 million others into refugee camps in neighboring countries. One such country was Ivory Coast. Our first stop was to the town of Danane in Ivory Coast, looking for Liberian refugees.
that prayer, you're saved right now. You are a child of God right now. Hallelujah.
Amen. Big old pot. We making a oil here out of palm nut oil. How long you have to let it cook? Huh? How long it has to cook?
Does it cook? 30 minutes.
That's not bad. And then, how long is the oil good for? Like, does it get too old or something after? So, is there such a thing as oil going bad?
After you make the oil, how long can you cook with it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you say like the same way when we be flying, when you do it like that, we cook it with one fly and green, thing planting and small food stuff. You put it all in.
No. How long? Let's say you cook with the oil today.
Yeah.
How many days can you cook with it before the oil is no longer good to cook with?
Oh, the thing can stay for 1 month, 2 months like that. Then still cooking
A couple of months.
It doesn't make your food real greasy after a while?
No.
My assignment was assistant to the National Director, Paul Bayou. Missions for Rural Africa had 2 village schools and 2 village clinics. I was to assist the director, provide training, and logistics. This lady is a fisherwoman and she's making a fishing net. These ladies are cooking and so therefore they have to beat off the hull of the rice and then sift it. These children are playing a game. You see how they just in the grass. That is my home. In Fuitois, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. This is my bed. The kitchen, you cook outside on the fire. My bathroom, a latrine, my shower, and the hand pump. In 1999, the Second War had begun and intensified, moving to the capital city of Monrovia in 2003. I had left Liberia by this time, having been urged by the Holy Spirit to leave in 2002. I attempted to get the other missionaries to leave, but they refused. the rebels came down to Monrovia and attacked their homes. They were evacuated by the United States government in July 2003. Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary was my next assignment. As the missions consultant, I was responsible for ensuring that the seminary students were ready for graduation by preparing them and requiring them to do their practicum in one of the 16 counties as a missionary. I was responsible for the logistics and training. From 2006 to 2016, I founded and operated Savannah's International Ministries, a nonprofit in Liberia. Our primary purpose was to teach people how to read and write so they're able to read their Bibles. For the first couple of years, we focused on training trainers and opened a few literacy classes. Next, we began an after-school program in the Barnesville community. We started with 6 students and eventually had 16.
I open the shop, I open the market on the bench. Yeah. I open it on the bench, small, until I carry it up, small, until God help me, I turn it to the shop. So, most of the time I go and credit from the people in the store, I bring it to come and sell. Then when I sell, then I pay the money. So that I have running the business until you open a place here, and then you came to encourage me. And then when you told me about the school, that the school open, because you know I stayed with people all through all my life. Yeah, until my mom died, nobody. So when I came out, there was nobody to help me with school. While I was there, my sister, my people who are children in there, they got to send their children to school. And myself, nobody there to help me. I just prayed to God, I said, let me just sit down one for so that I just had that married and sit down. So that I have been sitting down until you open the school. God help me now, I start going to school. And then, being in your school, you have been helping me how to spell and how to spell this, how to spell that. So at least I'm getting to get used to it. Math now, I can wear math now yourself. You can see it. So at least then you can say on the computer, we can work on the computer. So I really appreciate it. So I'm happy to go on the idea. So that we should want to pray to God so that you will continue in the community so that we will be able to learn how to read so nobody will be able to fool us. Because I can't say that great and savvy. Yeah, so I say thank you to you, Sis Hattie, because you're doing well for us in the community. And we'll have to apply it there because I'll have to tell the people, I say, we're learning, we're sitting here, we're not doing nothing, and now Sis Hattie, we all can work on computer. We know how to spell our name now on computer. We know how to sign our name and things, and so she's doing well for us. So me, I appreciate what you're doing for us in the community. So that you should take you plenty for your hard work.
Our literacy classes were unique and one of a kind. We were the best. The daily lessons were comprised of reading, writing, using the computer for review and test, and closing every lesson with a Bible study.
Bird. Fish.
We have suspected cases in the city. We were committed to bring it on the road and block the road.
Please stay away from the dead body. Please stay away from the dead body.
We were ambulance team. The job is very, very hard. They said that the body been there for a long time, so that why they got angry. The entire city is covered with body. There's nothing we can do. My name is Gordon Kamara. I'm an ambulance nurse. From March up to now, I've been fighting these Ebola cases. Our job is to save the people. In the morning, we start very fresh. Today is going to be a very busy day. Getting 13 cases from West Point. I had about 6 cases in Johnsonville, another 5 cases in Benton, 3 cases in Keba. The call just keep coming. Call just keep coming. There are patients all over. The first thing I do, I give them courage. I tell you, I said, don't be afraid. They feel fear. I see it in their eyes. I'm tired of seeing people getting sick. I don't rest. Even when I go to bed. Sometimes I see it in my dream. I live by myself. This is my boy. This is his birthday. He's 4 years. My family are so close and they are also far. They are close to me when I come and look at the photos. It make them close to me, but physically they are far out from me. I don't see them. because of the condition, and I accept it. This is how it's supposed to be. I just look at the photos and imagine them. I have been lonely throughout. More than 5 months. My family don't come around.
We have only 3 treatment centers in Monrovia. It's insufficient. Okay, all right. Abby, yeah, wait. I said to get you the particular. Okay. He is in here. And nobody knows who is dead and who is alive in here. I feel hopeless. Sometimes I sit down, when I sit down, I think about it, I say, wow, that could be me. Any little mistake you make, you're going to be down with the virus. Every morning I pray. I pray that one day Ebola will go. I'll get up for the ambulance. They put it here, look for the work for them.
Okay. There is no space. The doctor said he can't take the people because he's supposed to admit 50 person, and now he get 85 in there. He's overloaded. She's very critical. She's vomiting. She's weak.
Pour body for me, please.
If she didn't go in, she won't live.
There's no hope here.
Ebola going to last for long. In the next 3 to 4 months, the Ebola will be worse. I wish I could do more, but it's not easy. We try our best, but we cannot do more than what we can do.
Everybody was running away. Everybody was running away. And I couldn't leave because everybody around me was terrified. And I didn't want to add to it. And it wasn't airborne. And so I just trusted God. And I didn't get it.